The Sony A7 II. It's not Sony's latest camera, it's not the most feature-rich or feature-packed camera, but it definitely does deliver a punch. Now, the Sony A7 II recently has been one of the most recommended full-frame cameras for beginners and anyone looking to get into photography and try full-frame. I recently made a purchase of this camera just to find out what the hype is about. I might personally recommend this camera if you're looking to get into full-frame photography. I'll be taking you guys behind the scenes of a photo shoot I did, only using this camera and 2 lenses to see how well this camera performed. Let's dive into the photo shoot. I am now at the location I chose for the shoot with my beautiful Model D and my videographer for the day, Joel. Big up Joel every time. For this shoot, I decided I wanted to go for an ethereal, dreamy vibe, and that's really the mood behind the shoot. Try one without a smile this time. Same pose, just for options. Alright. Yeah, you can just move with the motions. For this video, I'll be focusing on the results you're able to get from the Sony A7 II from my perspective as a photographer or a creative portrait photographer. And this video won't necessarily be an in-depth review of the camera. However, you still may find value in the way I choose to approach this video, and definitely do leave a subscription on this channel and a like on the video if you find value in the content I'm making. After a few trial and error, I eventually came across this image, which to me is my creme de la creme of this set of images in terms of the warm-up shots. So she's in this white shirt, kind of oversized, rolled up sleeve, and as you can see, I went in Photoshop and I added this lens flare to add some character to the photo. Also, I edited it using a more filmic type edit than I usually do, which is something I've been experimenting with a lot lately. So let me know how you feel about the film type edit with the lens flare. This is definitely my favorite image from this first shot. We had enough time warming up and it was time to switch to outfit number 2. It's still gonna be white to stick to the vibe of the shoot. I wanted to have a white dress in a green environment, so we did a white shirt and now we're gonna be doing a white dress. Now, I wanted to try something I saw on Instagram. I went and I bought some white pieces of fabric and some white thread just to try and emulate that. But then I realized I was too lazy and I didn't have an assistant in set, so I just gave up on that idea. But I felt like it would have been fire. We're gonna reflect the sunlight at her, and it should look something like this. Can that? All right. Alright, and ready. Can we get it a bit higher? Maybe stepping closer to her. Remember, why are you looking at it?
Don't bother me really, you know.
You wear glasses?
Yeah.
Oh. No comment. Yeah, keep that pose right there. And can you give me a pose with your hands up but not touching any at all? I mean, you look like you struggle to get it up.
Yeah, because it's kind of high up here.
Oh. Alright, maybe you can do something more. It's like what you did right now. You can keep it in another region here and just like move it around. Alright. Breathe. Want someone more seated just so you don't start sweat too soon. I'm gonna try and use this branch and see if I can get creative with it. I'm gonna go on the next side. You can stay on this side. All right. What the poses am I gonna use? Because I like right here the spot. I like having this in the foreground. I feel like it's a good medium shot. Kind of tuck your elbows in a bit more. Let me see. That's the one. Love it, love it, love it. That's a look. I don't know what that look is, but it's a look up. I'm in thought.
So you want me to look like I'm in thought?
Mm-hmm. Let's try 50 mil. Alright, let's see how it works. 50 mil white stance. Cross leg, one here and one out. I think the one with the slip can be here. As in the hand. And yeah, the hand right there. Like that, right? Now, I really just had my model moving around and gracefully flowing, trying to find the perfect shot, trying to find the perfect pose, the perfect angle, and also trying to figure out which lens is best for the shot I'm going for. Right, ooh, director. You're a good actor. I can make it in Hollywood one day.
You want me to be sad or you want me to start laughing? Because what are you saying?
The autofocus on it is really good for photography. You also do have the option to use eye autofocus when you're using single point autofocus. So eye autofocus does not work in continuous mode, but it's still good enough to use with a single spot autofocus. We're gonna use this white gazebo up here since the outfit is white. We'll probably need something to complement that white outfit. So this is location number 2, I would say. I might potentially shoot from around this side just because I don't want to shoot here and get those streets. And I wouldn't want to shoot from that side either. So this might be the best bet. Now it feels slippery. This is some smooth tiles. I want compressed and I want a low angle. So I'm shooting 50 millimeters at a low angle right here. And I'm going to compose this as symmetrical as I possibly can get it to be. Are you filming right now? Yeah, number 1 and number 2 is pretty much the same location, so we're at location number 3 or number 2, depending on how you look at it. We're somewhere in Jamaica right now. Not sure exactly what's the name of this place. No free promo. So we're gonna use this forest you can see here behind us. It's not really a forest, but I'll just use forest to refer to anything with trees. So you have to move to the right just a little bit. Can I lean forward? I can put it down. Yeah, I definitely recommend this camera for photographers. Get this camera with a prime lens like the Nifty 50 from Sony, the Sony 50mm f1.8, and you're gonna have a very powerful combination to shoot portrait photography. Yo, let me know if you want to see that comparison between the Sony A7 II and the Sony A7 III or 4, or even the APS-C size sensor camera.